Welcome back, everybody. I'm Brian Bogert, and we're here today for episode 81 of Bogerts Bullets. Today, we're going to talk about sharing strength and courage. We have the ability to share our own strength and courage with other people, as well as draw on other people's strength and courage. I have two examples for you today. The first is about a copywriter that I've worked with for a few years. She's just brilliant. She has an amazing ability to take my thoughts, my words, that I'm strong verbally, on video, in person, on the phone, and put them onto paper in a way that it helps organize my thoughts and can be consumed with how writing translates differently than spoken word. And every single time I've ever used a copywriter, I always feel a little guilty. I always feel a little bit like a fraud. Even though they're my words, my concepts, that are just organized by someone who understands how to put it on paper, I still feel like they need to be getting the credit. And so often ways I do highlight their contributions, and whenever somebody says, oh, I love that article, I always say, I get lots of help. I have a copywriter and a team that helps me put my thoughts in an organized fashion and gets them down on paper. I never want to take credit for 100% of what isn't mine. But it's interesting because I had this conversation with her because it's always been something that's irked me. And this is true in anything I do in business. Whenever others are the ones building it, I have a very hard time being the one getting the credit. But she helped flip the paradigm for me a couple of years ago. Not surprised, she wrote me a note. She verbalizes her thoughts better in written word. I want to read two passages from this because it really changed my whole thought process on this. She said, when we finally began working together, I discovered the power of your voice amplified my own. With each opportunity to work with you, the little girl who was once silenced remembered her strength. That hit me really hard, and then I kept reading. The next sentence that hit me really hard was, you allowed my voice to gain strength by allowing me to borrow yours. What she helped me realize is that my lack of fear on putting myself out there, on sharing from a vulnerable place, from talking through a process that might help other people, actually gave her voice more amplification, more strength, more power. And she needed to be able to lean on and use my voice to be able to strengthen and find her own. That really struck me as hard, but it also allowed me to realize it's those little things sometimes that we take for granted. Another example, the second one. This weekend my son came up to me and he said, hey Dad, I want to shave my head into a mohawk. And I said, cool, you sure? He goes, yeah. I said, all right, let's go. And I buzzed his head into a mohawk. And he really likes it. It makes him feel good about himself, but he's also been super self-conscious about it. He's concerned that people are going to judge him, that they're not going to accept him, and he's really been struggling with that. And he says, Dad, what if people don't like it? And I keep telling him, I don't really care if people don't like it. Do you like it? Does it make you happy? And he says, yeah. And I said, okay, what if Daddy shaved his head into a mohawk? Would that give you a little bit more confidence in your own? He goes, yeah, Dad, you would do that? Well, you can tell I've got my hair in a different style than we've had before. I've got what I would call a modern day mohawk. But his eyes lit up as soon as he watched me walk into the house with a haircut that he thought was cool, that made him feel special. And all of a sudden his dad is rocking a very similar do. Here's a little secret for you though. I've always wanted a mohawk, and I've never had the strength or courage to do it on my own. So though I told my son I'm doing it to make him feel good, to give him the strength and confidence, truth is, he really gave me a little bit of my own. So now we get to go forward, and we've both benefited, and we both shared each other's strength and courage. His confidence and conviction to do it in the first place is what allowed me to lean in to a hairstyle that I've probably always wanted in some capacity, but never had the strength or courage to do, even though I feel really good in it. So I would just ask you, who in your life can you give strength and courage to? Who in your life can you draw strength and courage to? Whose voice can you use to strengthen your own? These are important questions to contemplate because you need to be around people that allow you to give strength and courage, as well as receive strength and courage. We can't give what we don't receive. So we have to pay attention to the little details and who is in our life that's going to allow us to be strong, courageous, clear and convicted with who we are and how we want to show up in the world. If you liked anything about today's message, please like, comment, and share. And you know the drill. Until next time, be great and be you.